what is up? Today we're going to be looking at how we can get really nice and distorted vocal sounds like I have in my track Hold Me Close. Now, this is a part of a tutorial which is a breakdown of my whole track of Hold Me Close, which is available on my Patreon, and you can watch the full by subscribing to my Patreon, and the link is in my description. So, this is what we will be making today. So without any distortion, this is how it sounds like. So basically how I approach to distortion on vocals is that I do two things. Is I control the dynamics and then I control the harshness. So what I do is I use compression and then distortion. Now distortion can be applied in various ways. We can apply it like in a parallel manner. We can apply it directly onto the vocals. That just depends, according to the track. Two things that I really want to show you guys in this tutorial is how to tackle harshness when we are applying distortion on vocals. So let's just first see what I did in this vocal. So we're going to start off with a high pass. Now, why we are high passing the vocal is because we want to get rid of all the unnecessary, unwanted low end, because that could trigger the distortion. And when we amplify the signal, the unnecessary low end also gets amplified. This is how we approach the processing. So first we have this EQ. Then we have this manipulator. It's actually being used as a format shifter, majorly these areas. As you can see, automation goes 0.12 negative. So without it, so it's just a creative choice. But then the actual distortion starts. So first of all, I'm using this compressor. Now it is called subtle comp because that is what it is doing. So we have this subtle compression to just catch the peaks of the signal. So just 1 dB of gain reduction. Then we have this evener. This is the main compression, which is tucking the whole signal down and making it as even as possible. So you can see it's really hard compression to get the vocal really nice and even. Then I'm using this overdrive over here to really make the vocal distort. Almost giving it like an amp feeling. Then I'm distorting it again using a saturator. Then I'm compressing it again using an OTT. Now you can actually listen to the low end, which is not very pleasant. But then I'm using an upwards compression. Now because we have compressed so much from the top to down that we need to bring the lower qualities or the lower artifacts up. So I'm using this upward compression plugin from Ursa DSP called Boost to bring the signal up. It sounds like this. Then I'm using a Pro Q to again clean the signal up, getting that nasally tone out of the way and also dirt out of the way. Then I'm putting some more distortion using this really cool plugin known as Rift. Then some final EQ. And that's basically it. That's how you can get really nice and cool distortion tones out of a vocal. One thing that I really want to point out while making distorted vocals is that you can use a really short plate reverb with a high wet amount to get the harshness out of your vocal. So for example, if I have this and I think that it's sounding harsh, I can just put a simple reverb on this, and then adjusting the dry and wet amount, I can easily get the vocal sound not that harsh and not that gory on the ears. So that's basically it. If you want to watch the full breakdown, then go ahead, subscribe to my Patreon, and I'll see you guys there.